Chicago, Las Vegas, and Seattle. Email your resume to starcargo at abs-cbn.com today.
Thank God it's Friday. It's been a tough week for me. Missed my flight coming in dapat Sunday night, and then also barely caught a flight for Monday and still fighting off jet lag. But hello and welcome to Kababayan, LA. Today on the show, we are going to have fun. We're going to be having funny man, Asian American comedy star Paul Kim here on the show. So nako, kakabagan po tayo sa katatawa. Also, magugupitan po tayo ng buhok, and that is for charity. It's not about vanity. And we're going to be talking about that also today on the show. But before anything else, it's a Friday, and usually on Fridays, we start off the show talking to different authors about their book. A book that is currently making the rounds right now is a book authored by a Filipino-American. She's actually also an actress. Shalene Atanasio is here joining us. Hello and welcome to Kababayan, LA.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm good.
The book is called Act from the Inside Out. Can you tell us about that? What made you write the book? And it just came out March. It's getting rave reviews. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I wrote the book. I've been an actress for about 15 years, and it's just been such
15, so you started when you were what?
Very young. Exactly. But, you know, part of my journey as an actress has just been the tools that I've learned working on different projects, but also as a student actor has just been great personal growth tools.
Right.
And it was a way, I think, you know, at this time where I'm still acting, but I wanted to also work in the community, and it was a way for me to share how powerful these tools can be in your real life, not necessarily as to be an actor, but just to help you in terms of like communication and confidence. And
what are some of the pointers that you have in your book that you can share with us?
A big part of being an actor, when you take on a character, is you approach that character with intention. So that's a big valuable insight for real life, is that, you know, you create the roles that you play with intention. And a big part of acting, what people think is that you're faking it or you're acting. But the good acting is actually coming from a very authentic place within yourself. So through acting, you learn to communicate from this very authentic place that, you know, is true to you and genuine. And that's what you find in all of the different roles that you play, whether that's for stage or film. And that's the way it should be for real life.
So you find a connection in your real life to the character that you're playing, and then you just milk it, or you capitalize on that?
Well, there's a lot of other work to go into that, but it's more just finding that place in you where these qualities exist. And for real life, you know, I talk more in the book about how you can use this to bring out the communication skills within you, or the leadership roles that you want to play in life, or whether that's to be an adventurer, or just connect you back to those different parts of yourself that you don't necessarily exercise because you get caught up in the day-to-day life, and there's just so much inside us to bring out. And, you know, that's the great thing about acting, because you get to explore yourself through these different characters, but there's also no reason why you can't do it in real life.
Right. Well, it sounds to me that because, as you said, you've acted for so many years now, you have all these life experiences, acting experiences that you're turning into life experiences. But in terms of acting, how has it been like for a Filipino like yourself, you know, acting, and you say you've been acting for 15 years, and I would imagine 15 years ago it wasn't very easy.
Oh, it's changing a lot. And I've come from San Francisco, so it's more of a theater town. I've been in LA for a couple of years, so it's a very different dynamic because the business is so predominant here.
Right.
It's interesting. I mean, I'm a writer too, so I love to write plays that I can, you know, also act in.
Right.
But it's been good. I've been connected with a lot of good Filipino artists within the industry and working on films.
What about memorable experiences in acting that taught you lessons?
Oh, there's so many.
So let's take, say for example, an embarrassing experience.
Oh,
an
embarrassing experience. I mean, let me see, off of the top of my head, I know, like, when I first started auditioning, it was just for me because I also was innately shy growing up as a child. It was just getting out there and auditioning. And I remember when I didn't really know really much about the auditioning process. And for me, it wasn't necessarily getting the part. It was just to go out there and do it.
Right.
And I remember early on, when I first started auditioning for this play called Long Journeys into the Night, and it was actually, I think, based on an Irish family.
Oh.
So I remember, going into the theater.
Your accent?
You know what? It was something that I picked up really fast, and really fast, and excuse me, I picked up really fast. But the whole point is I didn't know that, it's like, well, it wasn't probably the most appropriate play for me to play.
Well, so you picked it up fast.
Yeah.
Can you do something with an Irish accent? Can you say?
An Irish accent?
Yeah.
Not right. I'd have to get into the moment.
Right.
A lot of times.
And that's probably years ago too.
It was years ago, and a lot of times it's written in the script, so you can kind of start to pick up the accents.
Okay. What about rejection? What are your thoughts on rejection? Because when you audition a lot, and then you just have to learn not to take it personally.
You do.
Yeah.
You start to just learn to not take it personally, and that's another great life lesson, because you start to become resilient. And I think a lot of times in real life we just don't do because we don't want to hear no. And
we're always so sensitive. We're always so, especially Filipinos, we're onion skinned, and it's just
exactly.
So I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a lot from your book. Tell us where we can get a book. Are you having a signing anytime soon? Or
I will be having a Los Angeles signing. We're still determining that right now. I'll be collaborating with some nonprofits in the area, so that'll be really exciting to do. And you can actually get my book at theverteproject.com. I have an organization that I've created with some partners, and it basically puts my book into action.
Oh,
so
good. We'll probably have to talk about that next time.
Yeah.
But for now, if you want to get more information as well, that's the website on the screen, actfromtheinsideout.com. Thank you so much, Shalene, and we hope to have you back.
Great.
More
Thanks,
power to
Janelle.
you.
Thanks.
Magbabalik po ang Kababayan LA. This time, nako, get ready to laugh because we have a rising Asian American comedy star to go with.